of you fine folks. How are you doing today? I hope everyone is fine. Missy, I hope Ketchup will be joining us soon. I sent her a link, but normally she comes on a little bit late. She has to get back from dropping Saturn off at school and the following, but hopefully she'll be around here pretty soon. I hope you folks are doing fine today as people come falling in here already. So many of you fine folks here. You're terrific. Thank you for being here this morning. 90 people already as it's building and building and building. Now, I watched the show last night. They had a good show. Hi, Peculiar, and hi, Cataluna, and Patty, and Mr. Landfill, and Big Notification, Melanie, Crystal, Thomas, April's Crochet, and more. Penny Williams. How are you all? How are you? Renee's Retro Relics. Amophia? I don't know. In the clouds. Amy Hick, how are you? Tracy Spencer, Wishful She-Devil. Oh, yeah, just news. I'm here, Jay. Good morning. Good morning, all of you fine folks. I hope you're doing well. I watched the show last night. You know what they did was a Sunday Spun Day. You ever seen one of those, a Sunday Spun Day, right? Where basically Fleabag watches the show and then she says, debunked. She does that a lot. Hi, Tracy. How are you? And Tiffany. How are you? Gwen the Ferret. Hi, Tweety and Deborah. Hey, Joe. How are you? Chris, how are you? From the UK. All the way from the UK. TK, Tiregate. Yes, we got Tiregate going on. Big thing that's happening. Hi, Rosie T. We'll let more people fall in. We'll kind of wait for Guy Krusty a Witch is here. We'll see if Ketchup's going to be here. I hope so. Well, yeah, it was a whole lot of stupid last night. Hey, Robert Tower. Yeah, it was a free breakfast bar here, Robert. It was free. Hi, Navy Mom. Colorado here. Checking in. Hey, Jerry Schneider. Debunked is ours. I don't know about that, Jerry. Well, let's go ahead and do this while we wait and see if Ketchup arrives. Let's see here.
By the will of Caesar, I am Polemopicus. I am a jurist in this great court, and need to assure that our purpose is known. The Just J Hip channel provides parody, entertainment, and educational content. All opinions, commentary, and statements expressed by the host, co-hosts, and chat participants are speculative, satirical, or sourced from publicly available information on the internet, and should not be taken as fact. We aim to spark laughter and discussion, and not to defame or do any harm. Content is created under fair use and free speech principles, and is intended to entertain and inform while navigating the wild world of adulting. I, Polemopicus, have spoken on behalf of Caesar, and remain at the service of the Empire. Please welcome our hosts for a brief message direct from them.
Don't come at us, people.
Yeah, don't come at us, people. There. That makes it a little easier. Don't come at us, people. That's pretty good. Thank you, Rickles. And Rusty B Face is here. And Mr. Landfill, Cynthia. How are you? Robert Tower is Green Tree God. D-Wayne Rupp. How are you, D-Wayne? Darlene just got in here. Thank you. Always filling up here early in the morning on a Monday. Rickles says, my pleasure. Well, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Your old fat dad's here. I love Myrtle Beach. Got it right. Got it right this time. You know what I was confused about last night? I was confused about one little thing that was weird because the Fleabag said that just J Hip should feel honored because, hey, good morning, Ellie Riddle. Much love, Andy Riddle and Candy Girl and B Honey. How are you? I was a little concerned because she said that I should be thankful, or actually, I should feel honored because George apparently quoted me, but said it as her own information and didn't give me the credit for it or something. I have no idea what the hell she's talking about. Did any of you catch that last night or have any idea what on earth she's talking about? Hi, Ketchup. How are you?
Hey Jay, hold on, I'm switching my headset.
Switching our headsets. Headset switching time. There you go. Headset time. Hey, while you're doing that, Crystal Thomas says, it's a great day for a bankruptcy hearing. It is, Crystal Thomas. Thank you for the 5. Hey, Venomous Venom is here. Hi, Venomous Venom. You should join us if you're available. You should join
Hey
us.
Venom, are you still mad at me?
Thank you, Crystal Thomas. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for the 5. And I have to say, though, before I go any further, over the entire time of my show, but also over this past weekend, you guys have been so generous to Star and I and Ketchup. You guys have been so generous to our show over here. I have to say, thank you. It's beyond thankful, to be honest with you, because the giving was insane. Thank you. I can't thank you enough from the bottom of my heart because, quite frankly, the chat is the show over here. And I believe over Saturday and Sunday, I mean, the chat was on fire. And you're the show. I just show up, click the button, read some stupid stuff, and then we do that. But that's about as far as just J Hip goes over here. The rest of it's all you. I do appreciate everything you do in the chat and, for the show. Thank you so much, you fine folks. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hi, Deborah. How are you? And Yamaha Bikers here. Hey, oh yeah, and Jen.
Hey Yamaha. Good morning, everybody.
Hi, Donna. How are you? Laura's here. Did you watch the show last night, Ketchup?
Yeah, I did.
It was
I
a good
have to
show.
admit, it was kind of a slow burn, though, for me.
Yeah. Hey, sister. Sel, how are you? Sister Sel? Thank you so much. And softly spoken one, Robert Tower. He's green now. He's green.
I know. About time.
Does that mean he's sad?
No, he said he was itchy.
Venom says send her a link.
Okay.
There you go. Oh, maybe we'll have Venom join us as well. We might do a few different things. I got a few things we'll pull up. We're also going to talk about the show, of course, last night, because that's what we do over here. And then I give you a Fleacap at the end of the show. But no, they had a good one last night. Now, this was a good one. And, Faves is here. Hi, Faves. Now, Faves is going to be trying her best here today because, she's got, like, her... What did I say, grandkid? I can't remember, Faves. I read it. I just messaged this morning. Oh man, I already forgot. It was a grandkid or something. She's babysitting, I think, a thing. If she got a crying baby there, yeah, I think she got a grandkid there. Well, Faves, you do the best you can, but quite frankly, we are well in control over here. But it's gonna suck if you can't help, like you always do. But Faves. We got this. We got this, Faves. You take the day off because, quite frankly, just J-Hip's been streaming so much more. I'm tiring Faves out, I tell you. I'm tiring her out. So, no, you do you, Faves. You do you. Hi, Chibi. How are you? And Debbie Mitten. How are you? Hi, Debbie. Muppet Angela's here.
Yeah, I told Faves, family comes first.
That's right. We got this. I'm Just Me is here. And why? Why do you do these things to yourselves? It's bad enough shizzy torturesses, whatever annoys me with clips. My drill ran out of battery. Oh no. The Yamaha needs a new battery for his drill. This is terrible. Hi, Zarina. Hi, Zarina's here. So see, we got moderators here. We can do stuff. Hi, Millie and Happy, and let's do this. Juliet and Taz is here. Hi, Taz.
Hey, Taz.
Thank you. All of you fine folks. 184 here now. Boy, my goodness. Peculiar, you didn't even get talked about last night. Boy, you must feel a little left out. You might need to make a fake account and go over there, a spark account, and go over there and spark a little things up for yourself. Attitude is here. Jessica's here. Hi. And the KY Blue One. How are you? Boy. Our
No,
show's
Peculiar. I love you. I'm sorry.
Our show's getting a little bigger, Ketchup, a little bigger each day, it seems. You know, I don't know if you know this, Ketchup, but hey, the Body Watcher's here. But also, we have 4,151 subscribers now as we march towards, as we march towards 4,200 subscribers. 4,200, I mean, as we march towards that with 4,151 subscribers. Thank you, you fine folks. Hi, Book Dragon Lady and Sarcastic Green Flamingo. The green one. Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning, Green Flamingo. You know, I tell you though, Ketchup, did you grab that when she said, hi, Auntie M, when she said that I should feel honored because George used a quote of mine but made it her own, and didn't give me credit for the quote she used of mine. What is she talking about?
I don't know. I have no idea what she was talking about.
I was stunned out of my mind because I watched, Jeremy's show, of course, and I have no clue. I mean, left me completely in the dark on this one. Hey, look, Venom's here. Hi, Venom. How are you?
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, Venom. Are you still mad at me? I was too scared to read my messages.
No, I got a little spazzed out only because I was worried, and I've had family in situations that have left me with kind of a trauma when somebody gets sick and goes MIA and don't hear anything.
Oh, I'm sorry. I never sent you the link. Everything just went to shit I was in total panic mode, and we were trying to figure everything out and track Jay down.
I didn't do anything wrong. I said my bad. And Peggy said this because I shared, Jay. Thank you for sharing, Peggy. Every time you guys send a share, just Jay usually can find another sub. I appreciate it because we're trying to get to 5,000 subscribers by February 15th, and we're only about 849 away to try and get to that, because you know what February 15th is, Ketchup?
It's the anniversary.
My 1 year on YouTube. So that's what we're trying to get to 5,000. And that way we could have a double party. We could have an anniversary party, and we could also have, a 5K party on the same day. That would be wonderful, don't you think?
Well, it's also the day after Valentine's Day.
Yeah, that's Rosalind. That was the day Rosalind first went live with me on the show over here. She came on my show on February 15th. It was our very first show together.
I don't think Roz wants to celebrate that show, though.
Oh, we're celebrating the living heck out of the show. There's going to be a cucumber involved. It's going to be
great. I'm sure she'll be so excited.
A cucumber?
Oh, yeah. You go watch it. Go watch it.
Oh.
Don't watch it. It's a terrible stream. I mean, nothing worked right. Everything went wrong. It was terrible. Shizzy redirected to me for my first stream. So I have 300 and some people in there. The comments were brutal. Like, one person was like, I tried, but I can't. And then the same person came back and said, I tried again. I still can't do this. This was that bad.
Well, at least most of my lives have failed because while doing a test, I keep finding out my microphone or my sound didn't want to work. I haven't pulled the live button yet, but I guess it's coming at some point.
Taz says we're only here for ketchup and star, Jay. Yeah, well, I would imagine so. Thank you. And Kirby Johnson, member for 6 months. Thank you, Kirby Johnson. Thank you so much. An angry beard French lurker says you made me laugh so much yesterday talking about pies made prepared and bake a pear and almond and chocolate tart. It was so much pleasant than a fish pie. Well, you know, the thing is, Boner Crusher always gives you a good show. Maybe not on his show, but actually a rerun of his show is much better than his show itself. Because quite frankly, the reread's always better. Shizzy will never forgive you, Jay. You'll never get a redirect again. I know it was terrible. I felt so bad for Shizzy. He lost 300 subscribers for that.
Oh, no wonder why he hasn't hit his 10K yet.
Yep, it's my fault. It's my fault because he lost so many. Because they're like, you sent us over this terrible show. You jerk.
That sounds about right.
Happy is a new member. Thank you, Happy. And Juliet Morgan, $2.99 super sticker with the thumbsy up. Thank you so much, Juliet Morgan. Thank you. Now, did you watch the show last night, Venom?
I watched all of the Hales. Started at with Shizzy's, went into Rumble, and then we had issues with I had Rumble on one of my smart TVs, so lost internet connection, so I wasn't able to get it back. By the time I got back into Rumble, it was on replay crew, and I fell asleep on it.
Oh no!
Hang on, you fell asleep on the Fleabag show?
No. On watching Shizzy's, I did not catch any of the Fleabags. Nothing.
Oh man, you missed out. It was a good show over there. Now the thing is that maybe they'll start to understand though is that just Jay Hip, they should love me over there because
They really should.
I'm a big fan of their show. I like terrible things. And I like every hacking, coughing, chicken skin slurping, big lighter moment of that show. I love it all.
I did hear that the flea is mocking her cough.
Oh yeah. She's doing it on purpose now. Where she's like, actually, the chat asked her. Like even last night, they're like, cough. She's like, and I'm like, you don't have to ask her to do this. She does this all on her own. She's done it
right
338 times already without hitting a mute button. She's fine. Now, I wanted to ask people. Morning, Fleeca. Have the day you deserve, says ANTI-M. Oh no, because $1 is going to go to Fleeca.
Hi, Colleen. Hi, ANTI-M. ANTI-M, that is a sweet message. Look at that. See, Fleeca, you have fans here as well.
Yes. So I'm a big fan of her show. I don't want her going anywhere. You stay right put. You keep doing what you do, kid. But at the same time, thank you so much, ANTI-M. I appreciate it. But no, at the same time, I like terrible things. For instance, I'm going to give you an example so you can all go check this out today if you haven't checked it out already. There's a wonderful movie called Open Water. All right. This movie is terrific. These people go out diving in the ocean or something, and then the boat leaves, and then they pop up. And for the next 9 minutes of the show, they're just bouncing up and down in the water with some stuff floating around them. Wonderful show.
Sounds riveting, Jay.
Yeah, very little dialogue going on there. Occasionally, sometimes they'd just be bouncing up in the water for 5 minutes straight in the dark. And, well, that's kind of it. So, no, it's a wonderful show. Green Flamingo says that they've seen it. It's terrific movie. One of my favorites. I've seen it multiple times, more than once. That's how terrific this movie was. So if you can understand that, you would understand why when I hear Lips sing a song, I love it. Every single one of them are terrific. when I see the Fleabag show. It's wonderful. I'm loving me some Boner Crusher, loving it. I'm not saying like and subscribe. You do whatever you want to do. Green Flamingo says, yeah, it was terrible. It was terribly great. And Suzanne has been a member for 6 months. Thank you, Suzanne. Thank you.
Hey, Ketchup, we'll have to make like a tribute to the Fleas and the Antis and make some ornaments for Jay for his Christmas tree.
Oh, let's do it.
We could like paper mache them or resin.
Yeah, cover them in chicken skin.
Well, yeah, at least one of them.
Yeah, Yamaha says, yeah, that was the mild version of Jaws. Yeah, well, it was the terrible version of Jaws. It was horrible, but I thought it was terrific in its own little horrible way. So definitely go check out this wonderful movie called Open Water. And if you like that one so much, don't forget to check out Open Water too.
Oh, stop it. Seriously?
Oh yeah, Ketchup. I wouldn't steer you in a wrong direction over here.
Yeah, you would.
Yes, you would, Jay.
Open Water 2 was even better, I think, almost.
Oh, no.
Terrific. Oh, man.
I'm going to have to reedify that before I watch it.
Suzanne says, peculiar, I love you, Reg. Isn't that a way to piss him off over there? Now, in last night's show, she made a good point of pointing this out. I didn't catch this right at the, during the Hell show, but Jeremy Hales listed off all of his co-conspirators in the show. Because he apparently likes other shows, and now they're now they're his conspirators because he likes watching other shows.
Yep.
Okay.
Good thing he kept NCIC a secret.
Well, and the other thing is, she also did mention, that Jeremy Hale spends all day long watching all of these shows because she was adding up the amount of time. They're like, this one's 2 hours, this one's 3 hours. I don't think she quite understands. He may or may not catch the entire show. I think the point was he tries to grab a little bits here and there when he can of the shows that he likes. I think that was the point. I don't think he was saying, well, I have to get through 12 hours of YouTube every day of the shows that I like. I think he grabs what he can. Okay. I think he's there on bated breath going, nope, I can't do any work today because, well, still have to get through Georgie and Coop, and Jay did a show at 8, so I got to go back and watch that show. Then I got to get over to Rosalind Duke deconstructing a conspiracy with her completely faulty timeline full of BS that she just made up.
Right. We make it up as we go, don't you know?
This Ros, but she made it clear though, and I have to agree with her here. I mean, she's shown the proof.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
Venom. You need to vet your shit, Venom.
Yeah.
What could I say? I'm getting really laxed on, Photoshop. I need a new AI and new Photoshop. What is it? Photoshop 2026 coming out now. So I got to update my skills.
Well,
Laura Owen should teach a class in that. Honestly, she could make some good money because she's very good at making shit.
Yeah, if she doesn't go to jail, actually, if she goes to jail, maybe I could take a vacation to go visit her, and she can give me some lessons, and maybe that'll help for good time behavior.
Right, but you could put money on her books.
Right, yeah.
They also don't get the joke. When Jeremy says he's going to go film Guapo in prison, you people do know he doesn't really think he's taking a video camera into the prison video.
No, he's trolling them.
He's he's poking fun at them because he knows they'll talk about it like idiots.
Yeah.
He doesn't really mean he's going to do this. He's doing what just Jay Hip would do. Like when I send paint chips an email or
Right.
an email, right? I'm playing. I'm having fun. All right. Jeremy's playing and having fun. Hey, Megan Fox is here. It says, yay. I'm glad you were nearly on time today. Thank you, Megan Fox. Looks like you're getting it together a little bit.
Hey, Megan.
Oh, by the way, I have been really trying to grow this other channel, this Megan Fox writer channel. If you would, please go check out this Megan Fox lady. She's pretty good. And I hear she puts bitches in prison. So
Yeah.
Just saying.
now, at the same time, Megan Fox, now, Fleabag's making a list. All right. Now, she has a list of all these channels. Now, fortunately,
You mean the Christmas list?
Yeah. Well, if that was the case, none of us would be on it, and none of us would get anything. But,
Well, why? We've been pretty good.
but Noah, she's making a list of all the channels. I'm fortunately on the very bottom rung. All right, I'm inconsequential, irrelevant, but my day will come too, apparently. But this Jeremy Hales, Megan Fox, Todd. Of course, Georgian Coop, Rosalind Puke, they're all probably going to see their day in court, and they're going to be coughing up their breadsticks. I wouldn't want coughed up breadsticks, to be honest with you.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Well, but this is coming from a person who likes chicken skin.
Yeah, I would think she probably would like some coughed up breadsticks over that. Brad facts.
Sometimes, some animals do eat regurgitated food. That's the only way they could eat.
Yeah, like the fish yesterday, because you got the little fish that eat off the big fish's scraps, and then the big fish is like, what the heck? Where did they dig up this old bag of bones to join their team of anti-Jeremy Hales ecosystem? It's amazing. Now, Ketchup, I don't know if you know this, but Jeremy's still dealing with the blue tape. Or not Jeremy, I mean, or a Slobby. He's still dealing with the blue tape. It's still on the ground out there.
I heard that.
I heard that too. I'm like, grow up, dude.
He's
pick it up already.
He's been served by the court. You can go ahead and pick that up, but apparently he's so afraid of the blue tape that he's like, nope, I want nothing to do with this. Nope. It's just going to lay there forever. 9 years from now, this paperwork's still going to be sitting outside his property.
Actually, I heard he's going to have it perma-sealed in his driveway.
Or it's going to be blown around inside all the alligator shelters eventually.
Oh, no. An alligator stuck with blue tape.
And court paperwork.
As Stephen or Lisa Farr says, you got to keep your eye on the pie here. You're folks on pie, and Megan says that she has Hercules heel. That's pretty good. And then, Megan, he corrected himself. He did another stream a couple weeks later where he said, listen, one thing that I think is his Hercules heel, and I know I'm saying that wrong. No, that's it right. Why would you just keep saying it wrong, dummy? He's like, no, I know I'm saying it wrong. Well, I don't know. Look it up. Say it right, you idiot.
Oh, and Tammy last night was making fun of someone else for not knowing how to spell. I'm like, wow, this is hilarious.
She's hanging out with vomit. No, Chucky. It's not Achilles heel. It's Hercules heel. All right. Big difference. You want
Big difference.
All right. I actually had a case of Hercules heel back in the early 90s. It was terrible what I went through when I was dealing with the Tammy. Yeah, she's the illiterate one. Well, her and Stacy are both illiterate, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I've watched them read court documents, and it doesn't go well. But when you're 4 hours into a stream and you're like, you know what? I don't know if we can get through this 35-page document because I'm kind of tired, says Fleesa. And Tammy says, I can read it. And Fleabag's, well, we don't want this to go on too long, but you know what? We'll let the illiterate people read this court document, all 35 pages. How long could it take? Maybe, I don't know, an additional 2.5 hours? That's including the blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, and then she let Stacy have a turn, and that was I was thinking it was going to get better.
I did too.
It got worse.
Well, you know, she only completed the 8th grade, you know, because of the bullying and all the bad people. So she only completed the 8th grade, I guess, is my understanding, because she lives up in the Krelling.
Right. Not a lot of schools up there.
Hey, Volstorm's here. Hi, Volstorm. How are you? Y'all need spell checks. Yeah. But no, she grew up in the Krelling, and she would have loved to live in the Schmaus, a small house. She would have loved to live in the Schmaus. A lot of people would. The small house had. But no, she had to live in the Krelling on the side of the mountain. And it sucked, you know. If you say you wanted to eat a pear and you sat it on the table, it'd roll right off the table because it was on the side of the mountain. So it would just
yeah. All the furniture was on one side of the house.
Yeah.
They had to nail it down so it wouldn't slide.
Yeah.
You take a shower and you have to stand downhill because
Hey, Ma, turn the water on. Hey, that would explain that fancy shower head that they've got listed in the Amazon list.
oh yeah, you gotta have that one. It's got the powerful force. It's got the PSI.
Yeah.
Hey, Rogue.
Hey, Rogue. Hey, Rogue is here. Yeah, it's got the PSI in there. I thought that related to air pressure, but apparently no, it has the PSI. Over there on the thing. Maybe it's related. I don't know. I didn't think so, but somebody's talking about Megan's hamster.
You know, they're so illiterate, they probably think it means pouring stream initiated.
Those are big words for them.
Well,
but no,
I didn't try to help.
But no, they put on a good show. Now, apparently, my understanding is she went through everything on the Sunday Splunday, and she started off with her notes where they were playing a song of Lips, and he's going to get a copyright strike and probably have his channel taken down.
Yeah.
They played this terrible song of Lips, which I didn't think was terrible. I loved it, and they seemed to enjoy it too. They gave it praise. What more do you want? So it was pretty good.
Did they play it though? I thought they were just singing it.
No, it was playing in the background on like another device or something. It was
but they were singing over it, weren't they?
Yeah. You know, well, and also, you know, this Georgie girl, she's in some trouble. She's in a heap of shit. Her channel's getting taken down. Because she's been using. Oh, they played the
people.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Your favorite. Isn't that your favorite, Megan?
Yeah, that's a ringtone. They played your ringtone. Yeah, it's very important. Yeah, no, the people and the people coming after me. Can't you just see that it's happening? It's good, but it's not good. Because the people are the people. Yeah, it's a good song. But no, this Georgie has been using Fleabag's voice on her show or something, but if I'm not mistaken, so her channel, that's copyright. Now, if I'm not mistaken, haven't they been using Tug and Megan's voice on their show?
Yeah, they have.
Mm-hmm.
As far as I know, voices aren't copywritten unless, you know, you're a famous music artist and, you know.
Well, and it's AI, so what is she going to do about it?
Jay Sings is on the bingo. Volstorm says that song is haunting me for days. you gotta learn to enjoy the evil things. Now, do we have in the chat anyone who lives in Florida? Because I have actually a big time question.
Peculiar lives in Florida.
Peculiar lives in Florida. Okay, Peculiar, I have to ask you this. Now, every person who lives in Florida my guess is this the case that you all hack up shit nonstop, no matter who you are? Because we look at Floppy, we look at Lips, we look at Leatherface, we look at Fleabag, we look at Gabe. They're all hacking up all the time. Is that a Florida thing? Is it required down there? Is that a stand? It's one thing to read documents, but they don't understand them. No, they don't. They don't understand words. Stop singing, Jam in my bed for it, trying not to laugh. A bed fort? I want a bed fort too. So Megan, a bed fort.
Megan always has the coolest stuff, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, Megan, you can't have a bed fort in a cardboard box. Seriously. Thank you, Juliet Morgan, for the 10. But no, I'll wait for some answers to see if that. No, it's not a Florida requirement. Okay, because I was thinking maybe I'd move there one day, but I didn't know if I could hack up enough. Also, is it also a requirement? Like, because she kept saying how cold she was in the garage. Why don't she just stream inside the house? I mean,
there might not be enough room.
What?
I told you, Jay, her kennel is out there.
I mean, you know you can stream inside. You don't have to. I mean, I know you're friends with Ray Boner Crusher, but you could also stream inside. You don't have to follow each other's, ideas.
Maybe the garage is the house.
Yeah, that might be.
She makes rooms out of the Rubbermaid containers.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, Prekili says because she smokes. Oh, she could smoke in the garage, but not in the house because she's renting it, I guess. Probably the deal. Well, why don't you just not smoke while you stream? I mean,
she doesn't smoke, Jay, remember?
Oh, yeah.
She's not a smoker.
No.
She plays with the lighter.
Yeah.
Because it's a nervous habit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
She just plays with, and sometimes it's not even her. Sometimes it's Stacey Knapp, on the. She can't smoke inside, says Juliet. Okay. Thank you, Juliet. Thank you. Okay, so she can't smoke inside. What I would do is I just wouldn't smoke while you stream. Or you could, I don't know, let somebody else take over, like Twerking Tammy. She does a good job.
Give up her stream to Tammy? I don't know.
Well, hang on. I'm going to give you a little example of what normally happens when she leaves and Tammy takes over. If everyone could hold quiet for a second, I'm just going to give you a little example of that. Well, hi, is everyone there? Hi. Shut up, Jacob. Shut up, 9 chans. Well, that's an example. That's just an example of what goes on. It's a pretty good show when she leaves. I would just let Tammy take over. It's a pretty good time over there. You get a lot of that good hard-hitting info when she leaves. Well, I guess it's about the same info as when she's there. So there's that. Now,
and you're lying, Jay, because they don't go live for 9 hours.
Well,
you're making that up.
You're right. Fleabag does not go live for 9 hours. No, normally it's about 4.5 hours of whatever they do, and then she pops over on Stacey Nats for another 3. Has a good time over there for the show and tell garage sale that they do over there. Good time. I enjoy it. I haven't watched as much Mod Squad lately as I used to, but no, it's a good time over there on their show. If you're looking to fall asleep, sometimes even they fall asleep on their own show.
Yeah, they do. Stacy's been a little MIA lately.
Now, this Guapo deal, this was a big setup, is my understanding. Big setup.
It was a joke.
I heard that George and Jeremy manipulated the text messages. So they're not really, there's no way to verify if that actually ever really happened. and he's not in hiding, of course. Actually, he's laughing about it. And no, all of this was probably manipulated, and it was all a setup from Jeremy Hales. Now, this makes sense. Now, most likely what happened, according to them, is Jeremy Hales paid this individual to text message Guapo to tell him that Jeremy Hales was there. And that way he could bait Guapo into telling him to, deflate the tires on Jeremy Hill's car, or, well, actually it'd be George's at the time, but it was a big setup, even though the person setting him up made no suggestion whatsoever other than, you won't believe who's here, Jeremy Hills is here.
Right. It's almost like that person didn't know that him and Guapo weren't friends anymore.
Yeah, well, they might have known, but he might have just been pointing it out, like, hey, Jeremy Hills is here. And then, next thing you know, that was big bait. It was a bait and switch.
Then you got to also factor in, they couldn't spell Guapo's name. So that's
and they spelled what the Hales wrong, too.
Yeah.
And even Megan Fox, she looked into this too, and that makes a lot of sense. See, even she agrees with just Chip that makes good sense. That's what happened over there. Is they were baiting him into it by making zero suggestions about doing any damage to off, Georgia's vehicle. But
well, yeah, because it was a joke. I mean, didn't you find those texts just hilarious?
Yeah, it was very funny. It was very funny, especially when apparently Jeremy Hales is going to be timed out shortly, and that one was good too, very good. But now
these people.
My understanding though is this whole story is impossible because Jeremy Hales couldn't have driven for 2 hours with a tire that had been slashed. Did they not have their listening eyes open? Because that's not what Jeremy said. He said when we got back to, the Hell's headquarters, he was talking about another vehicle. Now, Fleabag was corrected multiple times in the chat, but she couldn't take that one for face value. Oh, no. Nope. It was clearly the car they were driving in, even though she was corrected multiple times. So even her chat is lying to her now. That's terrible when your chat turns on you.
Well, you got to understand, whatever story she tells, that's what the story is, and you have to believe it. Even if you're wrong, it's right.
Now, there was even worse stuff that happened. I watched the What the Hell show last night. And I don't know if you know this, but George threatened Fleabag.
She did. How?
When?
When did that happen?
No, she said, "How do you think Fleesa would like it if someone threatened to slash their tires?" And she's like, "Oh my God, I have cameras up. Are you threatening me? Because I have cameras up. We'll catch you if you try." I think she's threatening me. She's trying to slash the Lufa mobile tires right there. That's what she's doing. So no, this George lady, I mean, pure evil, if you ask me, to even suggest this terrible threat. And you know what? George wasn't even offered $750 to do it. Basically, she was suggesting she would do it for free, is my understanding, based on what But now they have cameras up all around. Arlo cameras is my understanding, just like Lips has Arlo cameras all around the property. So when George attempts this, she will be captured and held accountable.
Wow.
I'm struggling on this one. I'm struggling on the show here. I'm struggling on the show. But well, we kept it in a good direction.
Oh my God.
Oh, how about when she said that she's been working very hard on creating the case and doing all the legwork for the authorities?
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
This is good news. All right, because the detectives and the authorities down there, they basically are getting a free ride because Fleabag has already done all of the legwork here. by collecting all the evidence that nobody's seen, but she's got all the screenshots, and she even said, she's recording the Just J Hip show, and once again, I was like, but why? My show's not going
Jay,
down. It's right here.
Jay, I heard that she said your money, keep collecting it. It's going to be hers. So
yeah, well, that's why every time I get a breadstick, I set it aside. Just to make sure. Do you know though? Do I have to pay full price on that, or is that after YouTube and the government takes their share? Is that, or do I have to pay the full price of the breadstick?
Well, I would think she's probably talking about the full breadstick because everybody but her doesn't get taxed. She gets taxed and hit with all these charges. Nothing's ever the real amount. So if you're getting $2, it better be $2 that she gets.
Hi, Devil Fan. How are you? How are you today? Colleen, how are you? Well, the other thing is, Jeremy, while he goes out and attacks all of these people, right? Because he's a terrible person, this Jeremy Hells. Very, very, very terrible person. I wouldn't trust him at all. I wouldn't even talk to him. But now he's proven, for the record, that he's had phone conversations with Tug and Megan Fox on a regular basis. Tug's his right-hand man, because what happened is, after the Hoarder House incident, catch up. We went back to Hoarder House again.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
For the 10,000th time.
Hey, wait a minute. You just said Tug is Jeremy's right-hand man. No, they're lying. They're lying.
Why's that?
Because she already said Megan is his biatch.
Well, no. Megan is just his media. Megan's just his media bitch. All right. Now, clearly, because
she's been downgraded and Tug's moved up.
Yeah. Tug has been. He recruited Tug when things started turning sour for him. Well, sorry, Megan. I'm only calling it like I see it. And actually, I'm only going by what they say, Megan Fox. I'm sorry that you're just the media bee. I can't help that. Don't come to me about it. Go talk to Fleabag about it. All right. So, all right. Because listen. Here I have questioning me this current waitress and former somewhat, some might say, journalist. All right. Award winning. Yeah, I haven't seen those awards yet. Oh, yeah, that's right. You're the media whore, but
I'm sorry, Megan. I didn't mean to misquote it.
Actually, I think you're both. Actually, to be honest with you, I think you're both. I think I saw a tweet from Dick Lickman that said you were also the media bee. I don't know. I'll have to correct that record here. I don't want to tell any tales out of school here because I think I saw Lickman say it was media bee. So I just let me correct the record and go look and hunt for that if I can. But yeah, allegedly. And says, Jay's here for the Fleeca. Yeah, I'm here to protect my Fleeca over here.
Poor Megan. She's been downgraded. I mean, for the longest time, I always heard that, Megan started this whole thing with Jeremy, and dragged everybody else. And now it's Tug. God, I'm going to have to change everything that I've already created.
Yeah, no, she said that. See, when things started going bad for Jeremy Hells, especially after Hoarder House, and then after he attacked Guapo with open, just full on, attack with a alleged chest bump. Apparently, he nearly passed away from this. But no, after that, Jeremy Hells was getting bad, publicity. So he ran to Tug and brought Tug into this. And then Tug brought in Megan Fox, of course. And then, of course, Megan Fox brought in all of her little minions, like her little bestie, Rosalind Puke. All right, so that's what happened. And then, of course, you got your Georgie Porgy and your Koopy Poopy that have been trying to, hop onto the bandwagon. And then I'm just irrelevant over here. So one time. But no, every one of those people are all going to be brought into court at some point in time. Not me yet, because I'm still too irrelevant. So Megan says, yeah, that's all wrong. It can't be. It has all the evidence, Megan. The evidence.
Yeah.
She's
She's the
so
only
true.
one that tells the truth.
You know,
only one.
Megan, if you can't go back over the last 2 years and watch every single one of the Fleabag's 4.5 hour streams, that's on you. All right.
Yeah. Vet your
Truth's
shit,
out there.
Megan.
yeah, vet it. Vet it. You're not vetting it.
Get it, Megan. Go back. Put in the time. You claim you're a journalist. Put in the time and
Just
go
saying.
watch. These 74,000 hours of evidence that she's clearly proven. I mean, this is on Megan Fox for not vetting. I wanted to say this though. Talking a little bit about vomit. Oh look, Fru is late. Congratulations, Fru. We have another little one on its way. Do we know if it's a boy or a girl yet, Fru? Fru is late. Is it mine? Oh, no. Don't tell Miyagi. My God. No, Miyagi. It's not mine. Miyagi, by the way, is working very hard right now. A lot of people have been asking, where's Miyagi at? She's working. She's just busy. She sent me an email. Said, JJ, I'm so busy. I don't even see her at home very often anymore because she's so busy working. So she'll be back around. She's just working. All right. That's why she hasn't been able to even post or watch streams that much lately because she's been working very, very hard because she has to make some money for Just Jerry Hip. So, I got to pay the more that stuff.
Well, maybe you could let her take some time off. We miss her.
I got to hire somebody to clean out the kennel. I got all the stuff. It's a whole to do. But anyways. But no, she's got all these files, and she could release now. Fleabag could release all these files if she wanted to, but she wants to make sure they're all in order first. So it's more important for her to get all of her evidence ready for the judge, because when the judge looks through these 372,000 hours of Fleabag show, she wants to make sure they're in order for the judge, so the judge can be like, well, yeah, that's clear polymop right there. Yep, there it is. Yeah. So no, she made that very, very clear. She's trying to get things ready morely for the judge because she can't just dump it all out there for people to read. Because she could maybe do it like on a website or something.
Well, she wouldn't want it to come off contrived.
Yeah, no, she wants to make sure it's in order because when that Rosalind Pugh put stuff out there, it's never in order. All right. Nothing's ever right. Most of it's just flat out made up. And that's what happens over there on the Rosalind Pugh show. Is my understanding. Now, once again, I didn't say these words. I'm only allegedly, but I'm only repeating what they said. Now, also, Jeremy Hales, when he called this school, he clearly called the school. It's a proven fact because there's a big investigation underway. Now, the investigation does not include just Jeremy Hales. This investigation that's going on in Florida right now goes all the way to the top. All right. We're talking about the state. We're talking about the education department. We're talking about the Navy. We're talking about the Coast Guard. Everybody is involved in this thing, but it's not just Jeremy Hales. They're looking into everybody, including Tug, Megan Fox, Rosalind Duke, Georgie, Koopy Poopy. I'm still okay. But also Veteran Nation. He's in a heap of crap. So you got the Veteran Nation. You got Tizzy DeBounce. You got D spills the tea. Just your hips fine though. But once again, that makes sense. I asked to be left alone, and I have a third place ribbon of a protection. So and that's where all these other people made these huge mistakes. You should have got yourself a damn ribbon. That's what you should have done.
Ribbon and stayed in the C team.
Megan's sitting over here, go over there calling me an idiot. I was the one person smart enough to produce my third place ADA ribbon. So yeah, take that. I have it also. I have my AAPA certificate signed by Dr. Medchill. All right, prove it. The Americans Against Psychopaths Act just him as the certificate. You and that certificate trumps ADA protection. So by having both, I mean, I've one upped her. She's got nothing on me. She can't do jack. That's how it works in the court system. And I'm not a lawyer. I'm a per se lawyer. But, Fleabag's kind of a lawyer. She can handle this on her own.
Well, she could pass the bar at any time, but she's not going to tell anybody when she's going for the test.
Yeah, well, I'd like to go see Veteran Nation go take it in California. Good luck. Good luck on that. This guy, he's not even a good representative of veterans or military people. He's not. Terrible. He's terrible. He plays with dolls. What?
Well, she would know. She fries her information. No, she said fry last night.
I love it. No,
people need to fry their information.
She likes the fried food, so she also made that clear. She does like the fried food. She couldn't live without it.
I would never scoop to her level.
I was like, what? I had to rewind it like 3 times and listen to it again.
It's Sarasota Beach Bum says, "You're insignificant, Jay." Oh yes, I've always been insignificant. I'm very fine. I'm a very tiny channel over here, just being insignificant. Although it's a little bit bigger than hers. But if she wanted her channel to explode, she could do it in a heartbeat, because that's what she does down there. Is she promotes stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
She's purposely keeping it small.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I think I saw her the other day trying to sell a hot plate.
Elemental P's missing hot plate has been found.
When she had Gabe showing stuff for her the other day, she gave him this glass bowl and he dropped it and busted it everywhere, and I was dying laughing. She was like, "Oh, I guess we're not selling that."
I would have still been, if I was able to be on their stream and their chat, I would have been like, claimed. Just send me those broken pieces of glass, damn it. I actually want the broken pieces of glass. Although they wouldn't get to me in 9 years, but still, it would be worth the wait. It would be like waiting for Volman's poll to come down on who's the bad friend. Sarcastic says her channel's the only thing small about Lisa. Oh man! But I love this terrible show that they have. They're wonderful. I'll definitely go check them out if you like some hacking, like low coughing, completely not on purpose like I do over here at my Fleacap. If you just want random coughing for 4.5 hours over and over again, as she goes, "Is this so dry down here? Is this so dry?" Did you hear her nearly cry last night?
I need a cough drop.
She nearly cried because Tori Leatherface was over there, and she's like, you should use an electric blanket. She goes, "Yeah, but I don't have one."
Oh boy!
There's the girl.
You have $18,000. Go get an electric blanket, dummy. I mean, you're never gonna give it to Element of P. You might as well put it towards an electric blanket. You're never gonna give it back to Only Me or figure out who gets it. So just go buy an electric blanket for this sake at this point, because you've already committed the fraud. You might as well just use the money at this point. But
why spend when you've got an audience that gives? Come on.
Right? Or she could have used the $2,000 Afghan that she's supposed to send to Jenny Cold Legs.
Yeah, I thought that was supposed to go to Cold Legs. And Yamaha says, "I'm back." Jay's still making himself laugh, so I've missed nothing, I assume. Well, that's what I do over here on the terrible Just Jay Hip Clown Loser show. This poor woman, if she would show a little bit more respect to Just Jay Hip and the wonderful job I do promoting her terrible show, maybe I would send her an electric blanket. She'd probably sell it, off to pay for a lawyer or to get her onion rings on her car fixed or whatever it is. I don't know. Her rack and onion ring steering, or I don't know. It turned into like a blooming onion over there of injured car.
It's always when you think it can't get any dumber.
and then she got poor Todd got it all wrong. He's like, because he thought they were talking about him when he's like, oh, and then apparently Todd said he could make more money in 30 minutes than I could. I'm like, no, that's not what happened, Todd. No, it was just your hip that said I make more money than she does in 4.5 hours on doing her, I don't know, Reese Sunday, whatever her shitty thing is. And then she goes, yeah, right, whatever. I'd like to see it. I'm like, you
oh, wait, is she doubting that? So she's admitting that she makes more than you? Wow.
And I don't really care. I just pointed out to make her pissed off because now she's going to take all my money, which is even more delightful.
Well, not yet.
It's
She
coming.
wants you to save it.
Yes,
She's not coming for it yet, but save it.
You might want to earn interest on that, Jan.
Put it in an interest-bearing account, so when she does want it, she gets paid the rightful amount. All regurgitated and handed over nice and neat in a big fat slimy ball.
Yeah, I'll wrap it up in some chicken skins there, and she'd be like, "No, I need more money because I actually ate yours. You wrapped it up in chicken skins. That's on you." But they do a good show over there. We'll give them that. It's a good show. Slobby usually comes on, and Slobby, he usually does the same thing. Like they talked actually last night for about an hour about the Sunday Spun Day. And then after an hour, Slobby goes, so what happened on the show tonight? What are we talking about? And he goes, we've just been talking about it for the last hour. And he goes, oh, well, it just sounds like the same old stuff. I'm like, yeah, it does. Yeah, it really, really does.
Right?
These people are so delightful.
And here I thought he was sleeping through it and, woke up, but to hear that he was present and still not aware, wow.
I think he was sleeping. He just didn't want to tell everybody.
Oh, wait, though. Don't forget, though, folks. 0 days since Fleece has talked about the health. Oh, it's a rack and pinion, says Tweety. Okay, because I kept hearing rack and onions, and there's something like that. Sounded like she was getting some onion rings, or I don't know. But it's still not fixed. But she has money for a lawyer if she needs one. She just doesn't need a car, but she'll complain about it. Like, I don't even have a car, but Mega Fox does. And then did you hear the chat the other day where someone read off, like, Fleabag, you have a husband, and you have this and that, and it's just you have a show, and you have fans. Does Mega Fox have that? And she's like, yeah, no. She didn't want to comment on it. Like, yeah, no, probably not. I don't know.
Wait, didn't they refer to him as a hot husband?
Yeah, no, he's hot husband. Hot husband.
Yeah. It was actually a comparison that Lips and she both have hot husbands, and
what?
I've seen him twerk. Well, that's the thing.
If the pictures I've seen are correct, maybe hot messes, but
no. You are wrong. You are wrong. Things have changed recently. I recently, I recently have seen their new intro. So I don't know if Fleabag's been working out, but she is. I mean, she's a babe. She's a babe. She's a looker all of a sudden. She looks like she's done a little work. Gotten in shape. Went to the dentist. Because no, she is. I mean, she's 10, 12. She's 12, 10. She's 10 out of 10.
Well, when you're sitting on all that money, I mean, that could pay for a lot of Botox, a little,
Yeah,
fillers.
Sonobello.
Yeah.
Could do that ice sculpting, where it supposedly removes, stubborn fat.
Yes.
Right? The lap band.
Yeah.
Hey, has anyone checked in to see how much LMNOP has raised towards her $7,500 lawyer who's really, really good?
Oh, was she still raising money for that? I thought she said that somebody called and that lawyer dropped her or something.
Oh, no, I only saw her latest post, which was still asking for she's praying to God that it'll come.
Yeah, if you don't donate, God's going to punish you.
As a preacher, why doesn't she just use the tithes that she gets towards the? Oh, well, that I guess that probably has to go towards her church or whatever. I don't know. That's what
Megan said. Did she say veneers? Don't you need teeth to get veneers?
I think so. Well, I don't know. I don't know about that. Dentures, yeah.
I know what they got. They ordered those denture kits that you can get from Amazon and Temu, where you can make your own teeth now.
Yeah, you mold them yourself, and
in
then
the
you
hot
send
and
them
cold
in,
water.
And then they look like Halloween teeth.
I was just gonna mail some chiclets. Dear Fleeca, was thinking of you this Christmas. Here's some chiclets to fill in the gaps.
Here's a spare pair.
And when they fall out, they can be chewed up and swallowed. They taste good sometimes.
Gross.
Megan, I actually do have implants. I had an old bridge that I wanted replaced when I had my car accident, which actually did knock out two of my teeth, and they put in a bridge. And then 2 years ago, I went and I got implants because I wanted that bridge replaced. So I have implants, but you know what? I did something about it. I didn't just go, well, that's that.
Jay, she's just trying to start a new trend, okay? Some people, try out different looks and think, hey, this is going to work. People will go for it. Not that every trend takes off, but, some do that.
I will say this, though. Implants are a pain in the butt. They are it is like a 9-month process or something. It is a lot of work, and they do cost a lot of money. Yes, you're right, Devil Fan.
Then why are you complaining when I gave you moobs on the video of Pearship?
But yeah, at least
you're telling me you got implants and now you're complaining? I thought I gave you a good pair.
It wasn't too bad. It's about $18,000.
Hey, Georgie.
But it was worth it because it's something I wanted to have done. It's just something. Because
so did you go from an A cup to a B cup, or?
Well, no, bridges don't last forever for the most part, and I had to get mine very young because they didn't have implants weren't a thing when you're 20 years old. 30 years ago. So I would never have gotten a bridge had implants been a thing, but I had to because there was no other option. So finally, I reached the point where actually implants were somewhat affordable, and I said, "Oh yeah, I'm going to go get rid of this, and I'm going to go get my implants put in."
Hey Jay.
Yeah.
Georgie's here, and today's her birthday.
Oh, Georgie, you want a birthday song? Happy birthday, Georgie! You want a birthday song from Just Straight Up?
Happy birthday, Georgie!
Happy birthday, Georgie!
Everybody should go get implants. I tell you, they're good. They're good things. I like them. Although they're hard on my back. I'll tell you that. All right, Georgie says, sure. Well, here you go, Georgie. Happy birthday. You're not special. You're getting older, not much better. And I just wanted to embarrass you. And that's why I'm singing this song. So happy freaking birthday. You're not special. Well, you're special to us, Georgie, but you know, that's it. Happy birthday, because according to Slobby, you're still a dumb punt. You know, I want. That's not true. That's according to Slobby. He did an entire show on it, for God's sakes. I was going to say this though. Slobby was a lot funnier when he did his entire show calling everyone a punt. That was the better Robbie that I've seen. You're welcome, Georgie. You're welcome. That was the better Slobby I've seen, because last night he made some good jokes. No. He's a train wreck to listen to now. I mean, unless he comes on a little heated and does his little punt routine, he's not good. If he doesn't give me a CC story, he's a downer.
I heard he's been lacking those lately.
Yeah, he has. He's been lacking on CC. I might have to email him. Somebody send me over in my email. Send me his email address so I can send it over to him and be like, dude, can you give us some more Slobby CC stories? Because you're killing me over here on my show.
You should actually just go straight to the source and ask Cece why he isn't giving Robbie new info.
You know what? Actually, yeah, if you got CC's email, send it over to me on my email at justjhip@gmail.com so I can shoot a little email over to CC and be like, CC, what's going on between you and Slobby? You can't give him a new story or something? I mean, maybe he needs to get sober again and he needs to go back to Vegas.
Or they can go back to their very first, one-room apartment that I think was probably a studio, in California.
Is that the one they had the leopard in?
Oh, well, it could have been one of them. Yeah. Down and out musicians always have, exotic animals around.
Well, they could have. Well, that might have been when they had the 20,000 square foot house. They don't make them that big anymore, do they? Well, not anymore, but we were over there. We did a lot of rugs over there. I don't know. Ruger sent me a link to something or another, but I'm not there yet because I got something else here. Let's see here.
You just spoke on my coffee. Did you say they had a 20,000 square foot apartment or something? What?
20,000 square foot house. Yeah, they had one there in California, and they don't make them that big anymore. But no, they had the biggest house out there, and it was filled with the most rugs. More rugs than anybody could have imagined. They did more rugs than all of California.
Actually, I can believe that with, Robbie. That would explain his, not being tuned in when he's supposed to be talking or part of the conversation.
Well, a couple of days ago, Volpe decided to put out a new article. It's pretty good. I think Tug might have shared a portion of this, or he might have shared a different one, but I've been sitting on this one and also got a little bit more Boner Crusher. By the way, we're probably going to go a little long today, Georgie, just FYI. I probably won't get to my Fleacap until 10 o'clock. So, sorry. That's what you call my bad. But I got stuff to cover here. But as you can see, Volman says foolish judges, clerks, and lawyers help create a Paula. A Florida judge let a lawyer write his order. Chaos ensued. All right. Michael Volpe doesn't investigate, says Florida Circuit Judge Robert Grobe asked for a proposed order, and Jeremy Hales weaponized the moment. The judge wasn't corrupt or lazy. He was doing what courts routinely do. But Hales and his legal attack dog, Randall Pocket Rocket Shocket, twisted a routine request into another opportunity to create Paula, protraction of litigation, of multiplication of proceedings. Now, do you want to notice something here, catch up? Do you remember that a week ago I emailed Bruce and I asked Bruce if maybe he could get back out there and explain Paula a little bit more to us? Oh, look what we have here from Old Home.
Gee, thanks, Jay.
If you don't think that these people, I asked them to bring Lips back. All right, brought Lips back. I asked him to bring Stark, but no, I pointed out he probably couldn't bring Stark back. But then I also asked him to help explain Polymop a little bit more because I felt like I was doing all the damn work to explain Polymop and really get this out there and get it some traction, the traction it deserves. So as you can see, I think Bruce is listening to me because he knows I'm a per se lawyer and I'm 3-0, and he's like, I should probably run with what Just J Hip says. But anyways, the facts said about you, Georgie, nothing, Georgie. Just you're using Fleabag's voice, and your channel's getting taken down for using her voice, and also you're probably going to be in litigation, and you're going to owe all of Fleabag, all of your breadstick monies, your banana bread monies, and
Bread money.
And you're obsessed with her.
And you're obsessed with her. Yep, there you go. That's basically in a nutshell. That's what we got. Okay.
So now Megan and Georgie are obsessed with Fleeca.
Well, isn't everyone?
Oh yeah.
Well, not me, but
Well,
okay.
Just saying.
I think Mo Tragic is going to be making a new song. I can't remember who it was. Somebody said they're making a new song about Martha and Rosalind Puke. I don't know. Expect that coming out. Maybe a Martha George Rosalind Duke song is upcoming. I don't know. Be prepared for that, Rosie. Be prepared.
Just leave poor George alone.
No. She had her chance to blink 3 times and she didn't. So that's it for her.
Oh boy.
They said that. Anyways.
I know they did. It's just ridiculous.
After a year of covering Hales, his strategy is undeniable. Manufacture confusion, fuel conflict, and turn every skirmish into YouTube content and hundreds of thousands of monthly revenue. The judges aren't the villains here. The real problem is Hales, who exploits every procedural crack to keep churning out chaos for clicks, says Dick Lickman. All right, now this would be Richard A. Luthman Jr., not the other dirtbag, Richard A. Luthman Sr., that terrible individual, complete piece of crap, in my opinion, that terrible Richard A. Luthman Sr., who files disgusting filings. He's a terrible person, and if you get a chance, make sure you let everyone know on social media that he's a terrible person without actually contacting him directly. That's not needed. But no, hashtag Richard A. Luthman Sr. is a piece of garbage. That's always a good idea, right? Because that's my opinion. But no, we don't do that over here. But as you can see, this is Robert Grobe. And he continued the troubling practice of judges letting lawyers write his orders. Now, a Florida judge was too lazy to write his own order. His clerk couldn't read the docket, while lawyers made foolish decisions. The result was more Polymop. Protraction of litigation and multiplication of proceedings, which favored YouTuber Jeremy Hales. You see how this works? Bruce is listening. That's twice. After nearly a year of covering the unethical tactics of Jeremy Hales, the strategy is clear. Create so much litigation that there is content forever. Part of this strategy involves 2 Florida state cases I haven't given much attention to. Okay. The 2 case numbers are blah, 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 and case number blah, blah, blah. State court in Levy County. Oh, wait, no, it's Levi's County, where they make the blue jeans. Florida involve an aborted lawsuit for misusing Michelle Preston's image and likeness without her permission, and an aborted invasion of privacy suit. Oh, this is Roe v. Wade, right?
Oh, jeez.
Well,
Yeah,
that was overturned, so that's going to be a problem in this one here. Now,
it's all contrived.
Now, Preston is Hales' sometimes neighbor, who is involved in numerous lawsuits with Hales. she has since filed for bankruptcy to stop the madness. Now, this was written two different places, once on Volman's stream and once on Lickman's. I couldn't go to Volman's because I wouldn't be able to read it because I can't spell. So I thought I'd come over here to Lickman's and see if I had a better shot. Now, last year, Preston sued Therese and Brett Granger, husband and wife, for invasion of privacy because they were part of a crew who showed up at her property with the sheriffs looking for things and filming to be used for content by Jeremy Hales, also looking for things. The Grangers conveniently found the alleged defamatory signs falsely accusing Hales of ARP and other bad things. Those signs are the centerpiece of his original lawsuit and his evolving storyline. Is that what happened?
I don't know about the crew. I think the Grangers got a phone call to go help someone in need.
Oh, hang on. I see he combined two different things. When they showed up on the property, they were looking for things, but that's not when they found the signs. That's a completely different situation. That's a completely different day. These two things aren't completely connected. Okay, no, big dummy. No, he missed that. But yeah, they were looking for a lot of things. Stuff, things.
Oh, yeah. That's what they were doing there? Wow.
I'm going to tell you this much, though, folks. It's always important when you go on someone else's property to look for things. Okay, struggling here. But, well, we'll continue on with Dummy. All right, so then he writes in some stuff. All right, it's not important. We've all read it. Scott Stark, a Florida-based attorney, filed this lawsuit on her behalf, but he fell gravely ill and died earlier this year. As such, the lawsuit was voluntarily dismissed without prejudice, meaning it could be filed again. Okay. Hales, along with Kentucky lawyer and YouTuber Larry Foreman, used Preston's image for thumbnails, and Stark filed a separate lawsuit for misusing her image without her permission. That lawsuit was also dismissed voluntarily without prejudice. You see, the problem is, don't file a lawsuit if you don't intend to follow through. Okay. Now, Randall, Rocket Pocket Shocket Hales, equally unethical attorney. What? Randall Shocket Hales, equally unethical attorney. I don't know. Has one job: to create legal action which Hales and his cohorts can turn into YouTube content. He filed a lawsuit for malicious prosecution and a motion for sanctions in the two cases, arguing that since each action was dismissed, they were brought frivolously, whatever. They set off more YouTube content, which should have come to an end when Michelle Preston filed for bankruptcy. Only her bankruptcy attorney missed a deadline. And in September, Judge Robert Grove, who is currently presiding over both cases, held a status conference. Michelle's attorney explained that he had filed the appropriate documents, but Judge Grove said that as long as the bankruptcy wasn't reinstated, the matter could proceed. That ruling allowed Shockett to create even more polymop. If we could get that, can we get that definition again, please? No, okay. He quickly filed to depose. Is that how you spell it?
Huh?
Is that how you spell depose, or is it DIPOS? I don't know. Michelle Preston. A prior deposition. Oh, yeah, it is deposed. Okay. A prior deposition, a separate protective order, turned into a content bonanza. Unethical content creator Megan Fox once did yoga while laughing at Preston while she watched the deposition, and Hales has angled to get another deposition. See, that Megan Fox, she's back in the shit. This Megan Fox and her yoga has caused more problems in this country than, I don't know, global warming. This terrible Megan Fox with her yoga. You can't do that.
I heard the government shutdown was over the yoga episode too.
Yeah, no, this is terrible what she did. Basically, Megan Fox, working for Hales, did yoga on behalf of Hales to do so that happened. Anyways, Here's the stuff. This set off a bunch of filings back and forth with Michelle asking to stop the deposition, Shockett arguing against that, and so on. More content was created for a deposition, which would never happen yet. The bankruptcy was quickly reinstated, but not before Judge Grobe asked Shockett to write an order. Candace Thomas, the judicial assistant to Grobe, wrote the following email. Dear counsel, judges requested that a proposed order denying the motion for protective order be submitted for review. Please let me know if you have any questions. Grobe was too lazy to write a basic order, so he asked an unethical lawyer to write one. I think they do this often. A lot of times the judge does not write the order. He asks the lawyer to write the order, and then he signs it. This is pretty standard, I believe. But though Shockett was only supposed to deny the protective order, Michelle's method of arguing against going to the deposition, he wrote an order giving his side sanctions. Judge Grobe likely didn't read the draft order before he signed it, but now Michelle pressed in a sanction for failing to appear for a deposition, which is stayed because the bankruptcy has been reinstated. And the other action, Michelle is now acting pro se, failed to respond to a motion in time. Michelle responded right after the deadline, but the clerk still filed an entry for default. Well, yeah, because it was late. That's how this works, right?
She was in default before she even walked into that courtroom. She was in default before she filed for bankruptcy. After the bankruptcy was lifted, she was still in default and still had not answered.
Yeah, that's called being in default. I don't understand the problem here, other than she can't do stuff on time. Get your shit together, kid. I don't know. All right, all you need is $7,500 or 187.5 hot plates. I mean, get it together. I can only do yoga streaming in the summer, says Megan. We're safe for the next 4 months. We're allegedly safe from any more of the shenanigans that this Megan Fox has caused over here. But
I think Megan should do a stream to, ask for more breadsticks to get a, weather-controlled room so she could do yoga all year round.
I tell you, if we get to 20 super chats today, Just J Hip will promise not to do yoga on camera in front of you all fine folks. I promise not to do naked yoga in front of you in a corset over here on the show if we are able to get to that point. But now, Bruce Matskin previously represented Michelle in a lawsuit, well, loosely represented, poorly represented Michelle in a lawsuit Hales brought against her. He has since been sued by Hales in a separate lawsuit for sucking. He fired off a series of emails to Thomas, who did not respond to my email for comment, pointing out that the default needed to be reversed because it'd be very, very important for him to reach out to criminal Lickman. That would make sense. That's pretty important. You got to make sure you get back to Lickman and to Matskin, who aren't involved in the thing. Now, Thomas did not respond to 4 email Matskin sent. So he sent 4 email. I think that should be emails. Okay. It's multiple because you said 4, but apparently Thomas did not respond to 4 email Matskin sent, but she did file them on the docket. This led to a plethora of new actions, including a new lawsuit. You know what? It's funny up here where it says respond to 4 email. Volmic contributed here. Anyways, a grievance against Matskin in his home state and more, and all of that was combined with new content. Look at that. Squid Pro. Whoa. What did you do, Squid?
Uh-oh.
Squid. Squid's in some trouble. Squid's in some trouble. Oh, no. Bad news for Squid. You're in the filing. You're in the filings. New content. You can't do this. You can't do this. It's terrible. Squid Pro Quo. But you know what? We should take down her channel. Actually, swing over there. Throw a little link in there if one of the mods could for Squid Pro Quos or Squid's channel. Go give her some love over there. Of course, Megan Fox is very bendy. And hey, Jay, is Ketchup willing to do yoga with you? Ooh. Oh, yeah. Oh, we got naked Ketchup and just your hip yoga. This is gonna be weird. But yeah, if one of the mods could drop a link in for Squid, I appreciate that, because as she's being completely attacked here and destroyed for her terribleness of what she did. Now, oh boy, this is even worse. Megan Fox is involved. Look, she's even laughing with Tug over here. This is terrible. Shakitsu's lawyer. Oh no, Megan Fox, while doing yoga potentially. This is not good. Though the email mass consent was foolish, in my opinion. Oh, well, yeah, it was foolish. It's reprehensible that Shakit, who also did not respond to an email for comment, would file anything based on these emails. Almost nothing he files is meritorious. It's why he sued the Levy County prosecutors, because they wouldn't charge Michelle Preston with crimes, something that falls under prosecutorial. Struggling with this one. Prosecutorial. I feel like the gnat over here on this one. I'm killing it. I'm just stuck over here.
Prosecutorial description.
Yeah. It's why he filed a lawsuit against 11 people for saying mean things about Jeremy Hales. Yeah, don't say mean things about Jeremy Hales. That solves that problem. It's why he files for sanctions and malicious prosecution, because lawsuits are dismissed without prejudice. It's all done to help Jeremy Hales create YouTube content. In this case, he's helped by the foolishness of judges, clerks, and lawyers. Well, that's a hard-hitting piece right there. You know what? As I always do over here, let me give him a... There you go. I give him a heart. Now he's got nine on the article that's been out for 72 hours. There you go. You're up to 9 there, son. You're doing pretty good. You're doing pretty good as a journalist, hard-hitting journalist, really getting the information out there to the people. That's pretty good. You got to do that. You got to get the stuff out there to the people. Don't you think? Keep in mind that Vomit used to be Megan Fox's best friend. I do want to keep everyone know that. Vomit, Megan Fox's very, very best friend. They hung out together all the time, held hands as they walked through the park. Sometimes they had picnics together, as they often did in Illinois. Even in the cold winters, they would meet for coffee. Pretty standard deal over there. Don't forget to remember that Megan Fox and Vomit were very, very best friends. Often would get their hair done together. All right, so anyways,
I heard if you go visit downtown Chicago that there's some like a Picasso statue or something they carved their initials in. That's what I heard.
I heard there's an actual whole Vomit Megan statue behind a Goodwill near the Vomit pile. He made it.
They scratched their initials in the donation box.
he made it out of macaroni that he glued together. It was made out of ramen. He glued the little ramen together to make. Now, I want to tell you what I think happened here. Megan Fox, bear with me here, because actually,
no, we weren't. No, we didn't. Stop lying.
No, what I think happened here, this is actually my honest statements. What I think happened here, if you could go back in time, I think Vomit wanted to get involved in the case, but he didn't want to do any work. So Bruce reached out to him, and I think he was like, I can get in the case now. I can get in the deal. I'll attach to this Vomit or to Matskin, right? And do a mac and cheese story, and eventually we'll branch out. All right. Now, this is what I think happened. I think Megan Fox told him, stop it. Stop being in contact with this guy who's suing me all the time, or threatening to anyways. What I think happened, though, is I think that Vomit thought it'll be a lot easier for me to repair my relationship with Megan Fox and continue on with this current career path, because this is really going to give me some clout, but I'll later on repair things with Megan. Unfortunately, I think he miscalculated his decisions, and I believe that's why he got thrown out to the door, because he made a very bad decision, always thinking that, oh, Megan's so nice, she'll take me back. We'll work it out in the future. Because he even says this about 2 months into this, after attacking Megan Fox, calling her a terrible person, he still was on a live stream, I believe, with Lips, where he said, listen, we're having a beef, but I think we'll work it out in the future, and I think we'll be friends again. So that's what I think happened. I really think he thought that Megan Fox was going to take him back. And, well, that didn't happen for him. And now his life's in free fall. And, you know, of course, he can't get steady work, and he doesn't make any money. He's living off of, I don't know, potentially food stamps in his mom's basement. And, you know, it's nice when, you know, his mom comes down and she's like, Volmy, I need to tuck you in for bedtime, you know, because he's on a stream over on the Fleabag show, and she comes down, she's like, Volmy, it's 9 p.m. already. It's time for bed. So you get up for an early day of doing nothing but crummy work. And so it kind of sucks.
I bet she even dresses him in those one-piece footsie pajamas.
I think,
right?
Well, pretty much that's what. And hold on, are we saying I only have just over 200 likes? This is terrible. Well, thank you all for being here. I hope you had a good time here today. I was going to do a Fleacap, but I guess you're not even all that interested in it. So thank you all. I hope you had a good time. I guess we're gonna
Maybe next time.
I guess we're gonna leave it at that. Volmy, yeah, Volmy. Megan.
He lays his Blue's Clues shirt out for tomorrow.
Megan
carrying his little glowworm and his binky in his mouth, you know, running in his one-piece footsies. Mommy.
With his nightlight plugged in of, you know, Grover. It's a Grover nightlight, you know. But no, I tell you this much, Megan Fox, I'm going to play a song by Audio Coffee. But during that time, can you get these other 150 people to hit the dang like so I can do a Fleacap? Meanwhile, I'm going to play you a song by Audio Coffee. Let's see, which one do we want to play? This one, that was 10 days ago. Where's the one I really wanted to play? Oh, hang on. I'll get there. I got one for you. I'm going to do is this the one I want? Oh, let's see. Let's do the banana song. Let's do a little Audio Coffee today. I haven't done Audio Coffee in a long time, so we'll go back and grab an oldie. We were promised a Fleacap. Yeah, if you give me enough likes, Megan Fox, all right, you get on that while I play this wonderful song and prepare. Oh, hang on. I got to find it. All right, let's go. There we go. All right. If you folks don't want the Fox Mother to be mad at you, you better hit that like button while I play this wonderful song. Here we go with the banana song.
Glasses live again, same rant, same glare. 12-hour stream, still sitting in that chair. She's scrolling fast, she's lost her cool. She's yelling, "This is my live stream, my rule." Then it happens, the fruit appears. A dancing banana crowd in tears. Someone laughs, someone posts one more, and suddenly it's banana world. She's shouting, "Moms, get ready to fight," but it's just people typing all night, 'cause nothing gets the chat more hype than a dancing fruit she's been for life. Banana, it's out of control. Banana, it's good for the soul. Banana in comments, banana in the flare. She's banning folks for thinking banana. on fire, bananas raining like a choir. She's fuming red, she's lost her plan. I'll ban you all if I can. But one by one, they post again. The humble fruit becomes her pain. She bans for thoughts, for jokes, for laughs. Yet bananas back in photographs. She's crying, you think, banana, you're gone. But the whole chat's singing this song. No box, no scripts, no AI spam. Just humans yelling, banana jam. Banana, banana, banana. She's losing her grip. Banana, banana, the ultimate trip. Banana in the headers, banana on replay. Bananas here to stay. Banana, banana, banana. She can't ignore. Banana, banana, give us more. She's banning people left and right, but banana owns the night. Banana, 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 banana. She mutes the stream, but too late now. Banana Nation takes a bow. Screenshots, clips, the highlight reel. Her meltdown's part of the appeal. Banana, 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 the meme of the year. Banana, banana, she lives in fear. Banana in her nightmares, banana in her plan. Banana dancing hand in hand. Banana, 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 the fruit prevails. Banana, banana, never fails. She banned them all, but they don't care. They're posting bananas everywhere.
There we go. There we go. Little audio coffee. Little audio coffee. Rosalind overslept. There we go. Hang on one sec. I'm just finishing up setting up a redirect over here. Over to Mr. Coop.
Hey,
Nope.
Roz.
Nope.
Morning, Roz.
Set up the wrong one. Add a redirect. Mr. Coop, upcoming. Which one's the one that's upcoming? With the setup, all these streams too far in advance. Okay, that's November 18th. Okay, I'll do this one.
I think they might be on Georgie's today since it's her birthday. I would guess
Okay, I'm looking.
they would be on her channel.
Let's see. Okay, there we go. Got that saved. Okay, that's added up. There we go. We can redirect over to Georgie after we do this. Thank you, Audio Coffee. Audio Coffee, go check out Audio Coffee. Drop a link in the chat if you would. I like Audio Coffee. And yes, always drop a link in the chat to Audio Coffee. And thank you, Audio. That was a fun one. I do go over and check out some of the songs by Heard in the Clouds or Valor, all you fine folks who make wonderful stuff. Tizzy, what's the other one? D Spills of Tea, of course, the great, wonderful Rosalind Duke. Oh, just so many people. You guys were all so wonderful. I hope I didn't miss anybody. I probably did. Of course I did. Of course, but there's Shizzy. Rosalind says, I didn't know you were live. I'll rewind. Well, you don't have to rewind. It's not like a cassette tape here. Just go back to the beginning. Actually, be kind. Rewind.
This isn't Blockbuster.
She's at Blockbuster over here trying to catch the Just J Hip show. Now, we're going to do a little bit of a Fleacap. It's going to be pretty good. We're going to do a Fleacap, and we're going to cover the Fleabag show with Fleacap, and it's going to be a wonderful Fleacap. I hope everybody enjoys it. Should be a good time. Everyone should be able to enjoy a wonderful Fleacap. A wonderful Fleacap is what we got going on here. It should be a good time. Please sit back and relax and enjoy Fleacap. Thank you very much. Hello. Hi, all you people? Are you? Here we are. Sunday Spun Day. Sunday Spun Day. Gonna have a good time over here. As you can see, I think you know what we did? Tori's not here right now. Tori's not here. She might be coming in. I don't know, but she might be coming in. But anyways, we got some Chinese food earlier. We got Chinese food, but she had followed asleep. She had a stream, and she didn't get to eat Chinese food, and she'd go eat Chinese food. But she might come in later. I don't think she will. She gotta get up early tomorrow. But yeah, we gotta get Chinese food. So yeah, she's eating her food. All right, I'll eat mine later on during the stream, obviously, while you're all listening to me talk through it. So we got that going on, but we got Sunday Spun Day, and we also have Tammy's here. Hi, everybody. How is everyone doing? And then, of course, Slobby's going to be popping on, but for right now, it's just me. Topher might pop in. You never know. But no, I was watching the Idiot Show. Did you watch the Idiot Show? Oh, yeah, I watched it. I mean, oh, yeah, we're all losing brain cells over here. I'll tell you that. We're all losing brain. Ah! Ah! So dry up here. So dry. It's so dry up here. It affects my throat. It affects my throat because it's just so dry. Excuse me, I might have to hit the mute button a few times during this show because it's very, very dry. Very dry. So just expect that if you hear me go mute for a little. But anyways, I was watching the show tonight, and he's lying, first off. All right, but let me go straight to the notes. Hang on here. I got. Oh, let me do this. Just for the minions. Hey, you like that? You like just for the minions. Here you go. Here you go. You like that? For the minions, they like it. The minions over there. All right. Always basically copying my show. Now here's the thing. Oh wait, Slobby's here. Hey, Slobby, how's it going today?
Hey, I'm here. Hey, hello, everybody. Hey, we got everybody there. Look, we got Titty Mouthwash here. We got Scummy Scumface here. We got, Broken Back Mountain here. We got, Trashy Trash Face here. Yep, we got Dumpy Dumpster here. Oh, yeah, we got everybody's here. Everyone. Oh, I see. There we got Mo Magic. Mo Magic. Oh, yeah, this is so good. Oh, yeah, everybody's here. Nonsense. Oh, look, Ozzy's here. Ozzy. Oi. Ozzy. Oi. Ozzy. Oi. Ozzy. Oi. Ozzy. Oi. Oh, yeah, everybody's here. It's a good show over here. We got a good show. It's Sunday Spun Day. Basically, he was freaking lying the whole show. I mean, he starts off with the Guapo stuff. He's going through Guapo. And now you know this Guapo stuff. This was all just a joke. All right? The whole thing's filled with LOLs. He doctors the whole thing. And then, of course, George is over there. You know what? I'm kind of bouncing around a little bit. I want to do it. Let me get to my notes so I get to the very beginning. All right, we get to the notes, get to my very, very beginning. Here we go. All right, so he starts off the show and he's playing Lips' song. Well, that's copyright. Copyright right there. That's copyright. All right, playing Lips' song, singing along to it. He's basically mocking her. All right, it's terrible. You can't mock people like that. And then he's using her song to mock people. You can't do that. That's copyright. You're going to lose your channel, Germ. You're going to lose your channel. Expect that. Just saying. You just expect that. It's going to happen. And then, it's the weather. It's so dry. In my throat. I'm so dry. I'm going to get a cough drop here. Hang on. Cough drop. Take a break. We got a camera going on here. Why do we see a camera? What are we doing over here? I don't know what Venom's doing right now. She's on camera. Anyways, we got Slobby on here, and now he starts off the show, and he's doing these terrible things on the show where he's telling all these lies, and he's doing all these terrible things, and let's just start from the beginning because he starts off quickly defaming Lips. Now I know this much. He might think because when you're in an investigation, nobody ever tells you investigation, right? You're being investigated by the cops, and then what happens is sometimes the cops will come up and they'll just arrest you. And then maybe later, they'll let you go. Or sometimes they'll arrest you, and then they won't let you go. That's how it works. They don't tell you you're being investigated. They arrest you, and then they'll let you go. Or they don't arrest you, and then you don't get to go. That's how it works. Pretty standard. All right? So he's over there lying because he's clearly under a massive investigation. And it's not just Germ. Megan Fox, Tug, Skip Poopy, Rosalind Puke, Georgie, Tizzy, all these people on Facebook that are probably him. Basically, if you're on Facebook and part of one of these groups, you're investigated. All of you are being investigated. This is standard. This is how investigation works. It's massive. It's massive. The entire state of Florida is working on it. That's how this works. So he's lying about that. Then let's see here. He keeps going on. He goes into his Fleacap. He says he's going to do his Fleacap. Not as good as a Fleacap. Oh, look at that. Giving another shout out to J-Hip. A shout out to J-Hip. And then, when he does at the very beginning, he basically lists off all of his conspirators, right? He lists off Tug, Megan, Tizzy, Rosalind Puke, all right, Koopy Poopy, Georgie, Porgy, lists off all of his co-conspirators, and that's just one proof. I got it recorded. You can't delete it. It's recorded. Yeah, you definitely have it all recorded. I've seen you do it. I record everything. I got a hips thing for what he did the other day because he gave away the game. All right, he gave away the game. I got that recorded. It's all going to be used in court. Yeah, well, that's the thing, because a lot of times they delete stuff over there, and you can't do that. They're over there deleting stuff, but it's already preserved thanks to all the hard work that you do, Fleeca, by going and collecting all this data and information and saving it. Well, that's one of the things. I could put all my stuff out there, all of my evidence, but I don't want to. Anyone who's in this, you don't just put out all your information. You get it in order first, and then you put out all your facts. And if they want all the evidence, go back and watch all my shows from the very beginning and grab the evidence for yourself if you're interested. But if you don't want to do the work, I shouldn't have to do it for you. That's what I'm saying. But I'm doing all of the work for when, the investigators come for it. It's going to be a good deal, all right? Because it's going to make it easier on the investigators. That's why I'm doing all the work. It's very, very clear. All right, just saying, that's what you do. All right, and I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a legalese over here. All right, but I'm just saying, you look at Jeremy Hales, what he did. He put Esquire, all right, ESQ, at the end of his name on a live stream. And this is on stream, just saying. That's a felony. Hold on, let me look. Class 3 felony. Yep. Impersonating a lawyer with acting with the license that's not licensing and impersonations. And this is just as bad as when he was impersonating a parent. You can't impersonate a parent. Yeah, what he's doing is terrible out there. It's just to be impersonating a parent. I mean, I used to live with Cece. Yes, live Cece. I lived in a 20,000 square foot house out there in California with Cece. 20,000. They ain't making that big anymore. Anymore they don't. But when I lived out there with Cece, he used to always tell me, he told me, Slobby, don't you ever try and impersonate a parent because that's a crime. And so I've lived my life by that to this day, making sure I never impersonate a parent. That's good idea, but see, that's good, food for thought. I'll say that, food for thought. But then at the same time, then Jeremy goes on, he starts talking about Guapo, right? And he starts telling his lies about Guapo. Now, clearly, this was all a joke to Guapo because it was a setup. And he knew it was a setup. But he woke up from a deep sleep, right? He was completely passed out, all right, drunk out of his mind. And he woke up, all right, he's still hungover. And he was like, LOL. And that's all he said. LOL. That's all he said. That was the entire conversation of the setup. And then now he's trying to say that Guapo did something wrong. Guapo really didn't. All right. But Jeremy stole his girlfriend. All right. He stole Chapo. All right. That's very clear. All right. Because Jeremy Hales did that to Guapo when he was stealing his girlfriend because he was over there on the bum, 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 bum. Oh, yeah. So that's very, very clear. All right. You got all of these people, all these people that did this, and he's hooking up with all these ladies. All right. The 3 to 78 women a week is what he's hooking up with over on the bubble. And that's very clear. We have all the evidence. I have it all signed up. It's all right here. All right. I can pull it up anytime. Yeah, you can pull it up anytime. Yeah, anytime you want. Yeah, I've seen it all too. I mean, the evidence is damning. I'm here now. I'm here. Oh, look, we got Leatherface here. Hey, Leatherface, how are you? I'm doing good. Yeah, and then, I haven't got to this part yet. Jeremy Hales, he harassed me because he accused me of practicing, acting as an attorney without an actor's permit, and I didn't do that. I didn't act as an attorney without an actor's permit, or whatever. I mean, something like that. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know the name for it, but I've never acted without an acting permit, or without training. I didn't do that. All right, but he said I didn't. That's harassment because the court came back and said very clearly that I did not do that. See, it says right here, there's no evidence other than, it says there's not enough evidence, which is basically saying there's none. All right, it says so right there. All right, that's harassment. And because I mailed a letter. That's one of the things, though. Lawyers. I mean, do they think lawyers mail letters out? Lawyers don't mail letters out. Their secretaries do. All right, the lawyer doesn't mail a letter. That doesn't happen. Sorry, I have the cough too out here. Whenever I'm in Florida, because it's so dry. It's so dry in here, but I got my electric blanket here, which helps a lot. Well, that's the thing. I got to put my heater up at my face, and it dries things out even more. Just saying, and yeah, I mean, I have to point my heater at my face so it doesn't burn my feet, because it gets cold out here in the garage. Yeah, it does, but no, I mean, like I was saying before, clearly secretaries mail out law stuff, not lawyers. No lawyer that I've ever known has ever mailed something themselves. I mean, clearly, a secretary would do that. So, I mean, at worst, what? Were you impersonating a secretary? Yeah, is that what he's going to accuse me of next? Impersonating a secretary coming from someone who is impersonating a parent? Huh? Is that, what's going on there? But no, he put ESQ, Esquire, behind his name on a live stream. Felony. Yep. Third class felony, third rung. It's big felony. You're in some trouble there, Germ. How you going to get yourself out of that one? All right, but no, you can clearly see. But then he goes on the stream, and he's going, and he's like, oh, my God, mentioning all of his other co-conspirators. All right, he says it right on. You can see all of these people, Shizzy, and all of them thanked Jeremy Hales one after another, for him giving them approval to put out the content he does. And that's just wrong. I mean, you can see that clearly they're all working together, and you can see that. Yeah. So what did he say on the show today? we've just been talking about it for the last hour. Oh, okay. I was okay. So that's what we was talking about on the show. Yeah, on the show. Yeah, that's what we've been talking about. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure. It sounded like some of the same stuff. I just wanted to make sure I knew where we were at because a lot of times it just seems odd, and I wasn't even really served. I mean, well, where are the papers at, Slobby? Still sitting on the ground with the blue tape still on them. I can't touch them. I mean, they're still sitting on. Oh God. You know what helps me is I have one of these electric blankets. Well, I don't have an electric blanket. Well, I can make you one, like I could put one that could go up and around you, like you'll be in the front and the back, where I could sew some stitches on it. That would be really, really nice. That would be really nice. Hang on, I gotta play the Wiggle song. I'll be right back. Everyone wants the Wiggle song. Baby, I'll be right back. Hang on, hold down the fort. Just a little wiggle, 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 just a little wiggle. All right, I'm back. Did you wash? Yeah, I used the bidet. Station did that to me. No, I used the bidet. I used the bidet. Did you wash your hands? No. Of course, right in the bidet. Tori's here with me. We've both been using the bidet. That's how we've kept our hands so clean. The entire time we were down here, we've both been just using the bidet. Yeah, I've been using my first time ever using a bidet before, to be honest with you. And it was a little weird at first, but no, it makes it a lot easier to wash your hands when you're done, and then jewels come in sometimes and drink out of it, like a water fountain. So it's pretty good. It's actually quite convenient and very useful. Yeah, well, and then the other thing is, they can't even see inside the windows of my truck because, the tint is so dark you can't even see inside of them. Yeah, it's probably a little off base there. We're not even talking about that, but yeah, no, that's true. Can't even see inside. Lying. They're liars about that too. They're lying about that too. Oh, wait. By the way, congratulations, J-Hip. Looks like George used one of your direct quotes, all right, on her show and didn't even give you any credit for it. Nope. She used it as her own. All right, there you go. Yep. Congratulations. You should feel very proud of yourself over there. I feel very, very proud of yourself. All right, but then no, he starts shouting out at everybody and doing all that. All right, he's talking about Lips, and then he's saying that Lips is in trouble, but the investigation is on him. He brought all of these cases. All right, and then you see what he's doing to Stark. What he's doing to Stark, who's Stark? That's the lawyer who died. There was a lawyer who died? Yeah. Okay. Stark died. And now he's suing Stark's estate that his wife had because he says he can't back out. You can back out of a lawsuit if you want to, for goodness sakes. And nothing happened in the cases. Nothing ever happened in the cases. All right? There was nothing. Like, they brought these cases against Jeremy Hales, and then they dropped them. They dismissed them, and then that was it. There was nothing else that happened, and he's asking for sanctions. Oh, man, this guy's a terrible person. I can't believe, actually, I can believe him that he would do this. This is terrible what he's doing. Well, he's a horrible person, what he's doing to Guapo. He's saying Guapo's crying and on the run. He ain't on the run. I just talked to him today. I just talked to him. All right? What do you want? He's right there. All right? There's no cops looking for him. Germ lies. Germ lies. And then he says that his car was attacked. They threatened his car's life, or George's car's wife. And then George was threatening my Lufamobile's life because she's saying that she was going to come down and stab my car with the knife. And then, of course, Megan Fox, Megan Fox complains about someone talking about her husband, but then she talks about my husband. And then when I say it back, then it's all, Megan Fox is the victim again. Always Megan Fox is the victim. pretty standard deal. Every single time something happens in this case, Megan Fox becomes the victim. This is standard. Yeah, I would say it. I mean, I don't follow any of these people. Who's that? The Megan Fox, the journalist. Well, the waitress / journalist. Oh, yeah, I don't follow any of these. I don't know who any of them are even, but yeah, they're all terrible people. I do know that. Yeah, well, you know what they've done to, whether it be Ray or Super Dave, and they've done this against all of us great people who are doing nothing but spreading light and truth. That's all we do. That's all we've ever done over here. And that's why we stand by you, Lisa. Because for the entire time I've been over here, all you've ever done is follow truth and light, with the water, and it's running beneath your feet. And that's all we've ever done over here is just follow the truth and the light. And that's one of the things that I've always that's why I love you. And that's why we're here to support you. And that's why we're here to make sure that, we can be your friend. Yeah, no, that's why we're here. We're all here together just to be friends because this guy's pure evil. He's pure evil, and he's over talking to some tiger king. A tiger king? He's over there talking to this king tiger, right? He's in jail or something for a million years or something. I don't know, for forever. I don't know. It's terrible. And he's talking to him, getting ideas. What are you getting ideas for, Germ? Huh? What are you getting ideas for? Huh? Now I'm worried, of course. Now, of course, I'm worried. Yeah, just saying. It's terrible. It's terrible what they're doing to us over here where we're just spreading light and truth. And, I'm not trying to take down his channel. If I wanted to, I would. I'm trying to tell him to go do right and spread truth and love and storage units and stuff like that. But don't keep doing what you're doing. All right, that's it. Stop doing what you're doing. I've only tried to help you, not hurt you. Well, that's it. That's it. It's the show for today. We're going to come back tomorrow where we're going to do all new content. We're not going to be talking about Jeremy Hales at all tomorrow on our next show because we only do this on Sunday Spunday. After that, we'll move on and we'll talk about other stuff going on. Of course, it's all fresh new content. And don't forget to check out the new memberships. All right, for $2.99, you could clearly support the channel, and you get the opportunity to tell people that you support the channel. And then for $4.99, you may or may not get a members-only stream once a month, possibly, or maybe. We'll see what happens. And then, of course, for $499 a month, you can go check out this wonderful material that we have saved up. There is actually stuff in there if you want to spend the money. But, you don't have to spend the money. It's kind of a joke. But no, if somebody wants to, there is stuff in there. It's very, very hard-hitting. But no, outside of that, the $4.99 membership's the good one because there's a possibility that you might get a members-only live stream possibly once a month, maybe even twice or every other month. We'll see what happens, We'll see what happens. Play it by ear. All right? You can play your $4.99 by ear, too. You'll pay us. But, of course, it'll be $4.99. Then we got Christmas coming up. Don't forget, get your money in for Christmas. And if it says something's been purchased, it hasn't been purchased. All right? So even if it has been purchase it again. All right? But, no, I do everything I say over here. I do memorials. I do barnuminiums. I do fences with or without stain. Your money goes to where it says it's going to go clearly. I do banners, the whole 9 yards. All right, but the banners need grommets. We need a new grommet machine, and grommets are free. And then we have to go to the grommet store. Grommets, they're about $100 a piece, so we need to raise money for that. So, yeah, that's where it is. That's where it is. I don't know what to say. All right? Open book over here. Well, thank you all for being here. I hope you have a good night. Thank you. I hope this was a good one for you. Thank you. Well, ketchup, like I said, it was a good show that they did over there.
Clearly.
Yeah. I'd almost unsubscribe.
I do fences. I do barnuminiums.
Seneca Chief member for all my fellow hip stars. Thank you, Seneca Chief. Thank you. And don't forget, you can go to www.fleacap.com and you'll come right back over here. Thank you, Seneca and Chief. Thank you for the two. Thank you.
And MQSSS says, but I must admit, Jay's a great vocalist. I'm surprised Disney hasn't hired him yet to make voiceovers. Well, it could happen. That could happen. Thank you, MQ. Thank you for the 5. I'm going to redirect you all over to Georgie now. All over to Georgie. All right, for her birthday stream. Head over there. Give her all your money and all your banana bread money or whatever they do. I have to go to bed. Go over, give them a nice little J-Raid over there. That sounds weird. I don't know if I like the word. It sounds a J-Raid. Just sounds
kind of. It's not as good as Tug Plug, though.
Yeah, don't give them a tug plug. Don't give them a tug plug. All right, I got a tug plug. It worked out good for me, but don't give them a tug plug. Give them a J-Raid. That was not a good one for me. I didn't think about that one at the time. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget, we're doing members only tomorrow. Me and Ketchup, you come back for members only?
Yeah.
All right, I'll be here tomorrow for members only. Thank you for joining us, Venom. I hope you had a good time. I appreciate you being here.
Oh, sure, no problem. Thanks for
And
having me.
what do we always say when we finish our show over here?
All the best.
All the best.
All the best.
Hey, it's hip to BJ.